Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Eric, aka Parchie Poo, aka Parchie. This is Parchies Podcast. I kind of haven't kept up to my word with doing one twice a week. As time keeps going by, I realize that's just complete fucking insanity. I don't know why I ever said I would do it twice a week. But furthermore, I haven't even done it once a week. So here we are. And it's not like I'm doing this just because I said, oh, I'm going to do it. It's because I legitimately want to. I want to do podcasts. I love podcasts. So, here we are. And it just sucks that I seem to never have time. Hold on 1 second. I'm doing water. Let me reword that. It's not that I don't have time. It's that I don't prioritize my time. Because I have time. I just beat Infamous today. So, I had time. I could have been doing the podcast. I'm just not prioritizing it correctly. Speaking of which, speaking of Infamous, that game's been out for quite a while, right? How long has Infamous been out? Let's see real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna Google it on my phone so I can get a quick answer. Infamous release. Holy poop. Since 2009. May 26th, 2009 is when Infamous released. Now I remember going to my friend's house one afternoon, and we're gamers as well as skaters, but we were gonna game that day, and I remember he had Infamous on, and it was paused. It was at the pause screen, and I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "It's Infamous." And I was like, "I don't know what that is." I kind of know what it is. Of course, I've heard of it, and I've probably seen a trailer or two, but what's it about? How does it feel? What's the mechanics like? Where are you at? What you doing? So he let me take hold of the controller, and I started playing around for like 5 minutes. Literally, just 5 minutes, because I think we ended up playing Call of Duty after playing Modern Warfare 2. But, yeah, I liked it. I was like, oh, this feels good. Seems pretty cool, but, let's just play Call of Duty. Because that's what we were into. That's what we were doing. So, obviously, in his spare time, he was playing Infamous. But, I didn't own Infamous, and whatever. Anyways, never played it again. I swear on everything, I never touched that game again. I never thought about it again. I've seen Infamous Second Son, and by seen I mean like I've seen promos for it back when that was getting released. When did that come out? Infamous Second Son release. But yeah, I saw promotions done for it 2014 in March 21st. I saw promotions for Second Son. I saw in the Share Factory when you go to create videos, you have like themes and shit that you could use for Second Son. And it never occurred to me like, dude, that's Infamous Second Son. The game is still being made on a level, I don't understand it because I never played it. But anyways, I recently got PlayStation Now, which I played Last of Us. Let's save that for a minute. I got PlayStation Now, and gave in, fucking started throwing $10 at them a month. If I could do it to Netflix, why can't I do it for gaming? I play games probably 85% of the time anyway. And I saw they had a lot of really good titles on there. And I really just cached them all, or saved them to my little, library, which there's a limit. That's the dumbest thing ever. There's a limit on how many games you could have in your PlayStation Now library. That's just so fucking dumb. But Infamous 2, Infamous 2 Blood, and something, I can't remember what it is all in there. And I just purchased on PSN Infamous First Light because that was on sale for like $6. So now I need to get Second Son, and then I'll have all of them within my possession, and I can start knocking them down. However, I've already knocked down Infamous 1 today. Granted, I've been playing it for, a few days, but whenever I have some free time, that's what I've been doing instead of making podcasts. Oh my god. But it's funny. I really, I'm just a complicated person. Who's not complicated? Why the hell do I prioritize my time to play video games? Not even that I'm recording for YouTube, but I will, not do the things that I deep down really want to do, like create podcasts and write skits and shit. Anyways, we're getting detoured here. Detoured, however you say that. feel like when I say deterred, I feel like I'm saying shit, you know? Turd. Getting deterred. And I don't know how you properly say that. Deterred? Deterred? I don't know. Back to the story, guys. I'm sorry. I'm rambling here. I'm a little nervous. It's hard, you know, thinking of something to talk about 24/7. But we have a subject, so let's stick to it. Infamous. I beat Infamous today, and I started Infamous 2. And once I beat that, I'll look online and see which one comes next. But I'm going to play them all. And I'm extremely excited for it. Especially because it's for such an old game. It's totally brand new to me. And it's not so old that I don't want to play it, because those exist. Happens every time I pick up my N64 or Super Nintendo. It's like, oh wow, like I never did beat Zelda on Super Nintendo. Let's beat it. You play it for 20 minutes, you're like, fuck this. Like it like you love starting the game, you love seeing the opening, or by opening I mean like whatever it shows, like, you know, Rare or whatever, whoever made it, the developer. And then you like to listen to the music of the background on the menu. You like to skim the menu and act as if you're about to do something. Play for 10-15 minutes and put it the fuck down and go back to your PS4 or Xbox One or your PC. Because that shit is just too out of date for you to be playing anymore. And I have that problem every single time. The only games that I could actually get down on and play are games that I've already beaten in the past and that I really enjoy. 007 GoldenEye, Star Fox, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, Conquer's a Bad Fur Day, games like that. Those games I can get down on. Can you guys hear Leia? I don't know if you can or not. Yeah, you probably can. But Infamous is a really good game, man. At first I was like, and I didn't judge it by the graphics, because obviously they look fucking crazy, like bad. Not that bad, but you know, by comparison of today's standard, it's just like, what the fuck is this? But as I was playing it, Leia, come on, like I can only hear you snoring. I can't even hear myself think. I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh, I really enjoyed the game. So I didn't experience too much during the game, because while there were a few cutscenes, which they pretty much do like comic book version for the cutscenes, where they show a picture and it's like a voiceover, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. But there wasn't much to the story. It was kind of just like, you know, obviously a little bit of a mystery. It's like, okay, well, who's John? Who's Moya? Who's whatever his name is, Cassidy or whatever the fuck his name is, Kessler. Like you're learning all these people, and you're, you know, the whole time I'm playing, I'm like, who the hell do I trust? Who's who? You know, Moya says that she's married to John. John claims he doesn't even know who that is. Kessler says he's weak, but he wants him to win. Or he wants the guy he's facing to win, which is you. Which, dude, don't ask me, but I don't remember the dude's name, the main character. It's like MacArthur or something like that. I don't know. But, the whole time I'm thinking, like, you know, what the fuck is going on? The only thing I'm really doing is side missions. And let's be real, the only fucking thing you do in Infamous is beat up Reapers, Dustmen, and One Sons, or whatever the fuck they're called. You just beat them up over and over and over and over. And you do the same thing. It's like, oh, they're beating up a civilian. Go beat them up. Okay. Oh, they're terrorizing the rooftop. Okay, go beat them up. All right. Oh, they put 14 cameras on my building. That mission happened way more often than I like. And that's another thing, you know, while I was doing that mission, they'll put cameras. Let's pretend there's 2 windowsills, okay? One on the left, one on the right. The camera that you need to get to is dead center. You're hanging on the windowsill as close as you can be to that camera, but there's no pop-up for triangle to activate the, you know, electrocution to the camera and destroy it. So what do? Well, my first instinct is jump to the other side, try it from the other side. So I jump. As I jump, of course, I try to, you know, smash triangle as I'm passing by the camera. Nothing happens. So I'm on the other side, trying to reach. Nothing's going on. Long story short, what you have to do is you have to jump up, like say you're on the right side, on the right windowsill, and the camera's slightly to your left, centered between the two. You have to jump up to your left, like up and left, like grapple the wall where like it looks like you're trying to, you know, get an extra boost to go up to the top, but don't. And as you're falling down, you have to hold triangle at the right moment, because for a brief moment you will see a triangle button pop up, and that's your window. I'm not kidding me, or I'm not kidding me. I'm not kidding you. It took me like 120 seconds, 2 minutes. It took 120. It took me like 2 minutes to fucking get one of these cameras one time. And I know that doesn't sound like a long time. You know what I mean? I am exaggerating a little bit. But it was over a minute. It was probably like, anywhere from 80 to 100 seconds. But, and that sounds ridiculous. Like, dude, it's 1 minute. Calm down. But if you saw it, you would be like, this is bullshit. Or if you played it, you already know. But the end of it, the end of that fucking game, I'm not going to spoil it. But I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. It's worth the play. The ending is phenomenal. It was just totally awesome. Total fucking left fielder. You know what I mean? Right over my head the whole time. I had no idea. Really, really cool game. Really cool ending. I will say this too. Regardless of how the graphics look or anything, the mechanics of that game, the way it flows, aside from one thing I'm going to bitch about in a minute, but like the abilities you have, the fact that you can, grind across railroads, grind across wiring and stuff like that. The fact that you get this badass fucking Thor lightning move later on in the game, and just the shit that you could do, really, really badass, man. Really, really badass. I like that. It was a lot cooler than what I was expecting. One other complaint I do have, though, which is a little contradictory to what I just said, is the the mechanics. it's when you're jumping around and when you're trying to hit someone. Oh my god, dude, you are better off using your abilities as often as possible, because if you go to, I'm telling you, I had an enemy and a civilian next to each other. And by the way, that's something else I'll mention. By the way, you could hit civilians, and even if you're not trying to, it'll just fucking happen. Your fist will meet them like a magnet, instead of doing that to the enemy. I had a situation today where I'm standing right next to the enemy. I'm swinging at him, and I'm going right past him. Boom, hit the civilian. Boom, right past him. Like, it was so ridiculous. So then I start getting fucked up because I can't hit this guy, and he's just shooting the shit out of my face. So I'm trying to run away. I'm jumping all over the goddamn place, trying to get on buildings and shit. And of course, just like your fist magnetizes to a civilian's face, you grapple on everything because you're like a parkour expert. So everything that you jump nearby, you automatically try to grapple to, which is cool in some situations. When I'm falling from a fucking 20-story building, that's great. I want to grapple on something because I don't want to have to work my way from the bottom up again. But if I'm trying to escape and I need to get over these fucking obstacles and I keep grappling on everything, or I don't even know if that's the right word, grappling, I don't know, but keep grabbing on everything, it's so fucking annoying. I can't stand it. It happened to me so many times today. It sucked. It really sucked. But it's a minor, it's minor. It's not a big deal. It didn't make me not like the game. One other interesting thing about this game that I really enjoyed. This sounds like a fucking Game Informer breakdown. But whatever. I don't care. I like games. That's what I want to talk about. Another thing that's really cool is you have karma in this game. So you could choose to be good or bad. And obviously it's, like a butterfly effect. Something happens determining or, based on whichever option you choose. I chose good the whole time. Everything I did was good. I don't know, man. It's just in my hat. I have to be a good guy. I so badly wanted to be bad because the evil moves, which, yes, there is a different set of moves if you're evil or good. The evil moves just look so fucking badass. And the red lightning looks so cool. So I'm thinking about doing another playthrough and just being completely evil. But my first one was all good. And at the very end of the game, you're prompted with one final option to do a good thing or a bad thing. And I thought about it. I'm not even kidding you. I literally didn't proceed. I stopped for I'd say 3 to 5 minutes to talk to Norma about it, bring her up to speed about what's going on. And I said, I don't know what to do. I've been good this entire game, and now I could just be an asshole, and that is so tempting. I end up being a good guy, though. Anyways, guys, we're almost at 15 minutes, and that's all I have for this because I'm using my Share Factory. My computer's kind of down right now, so we're going to end it there. Sorry, it was all about video games. Maybe the next one will be a little different. Actually, I'm not sorry. I love video games, so fuck yourself. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. I'll see you in the next podcast. Keep it easy, stay cheesy, shake it twice, and don't let your meat loaf.